All right. Well, I'm Harold Van Dyke, President of Manufactured Home Certifications. And yeah, I know you talked about permanent foundation and addition certifications of manufactured homes in your last meeting, I think, something like that. And we're one of the engineering firms that does the engineering for those certifications. You know, there's other engineering firms that have used home inspectors for many, many years to do the field work. And good companies out there do a great job. They've been around a long time. And as a home inspector in the past, when I was doing them, I enjoyed doing them, and they were somewhat profitable, but they didn't pay, quite enough. And so I had partnered with an engineer, and back in 2017, we launched our system. And basically, our system, we have a different business model. You know, the other engineering firms, the client has to order it from the engineering firm. The engineering firm then orders the field work from a home inspector that's in their system. And of course, that is a delay already in the time because it's one more step that's needed there. And what we did was say, uh, home inspector, why don't you market it to the lenders primarily in your area and then the realtors secondarily? Let them work directly with you. That saves a whole step in the process and speeds it up. And remember, these are the last thing that gets ordered prior to close. So timeliness is important here. And then the other part of that is rather than you folks making 125, 150, maybe $175 for a 30 to 40-minute job, with us, you charge the typical going rates for these services, and we charge low fees for each certification. And you end up making either 300 or 400 per job. Quite a bit different. Plus, now you're working with lenders, getting work in that way. You're not dependent on the engineering firm for the work, and to send you work. And as I found out when I was doing these, being able to provide these certifications opened the doors to more lenders, and they started sending me other work for well and septic and mold and things like that on deals they were working on. So really almost 70% of my business in a couple of years became strictly from lenders rather than realtors and other clients. And a lot of them, of course, was all these manufactured home certifications. But we have guys, 2,000 inspectors now, home inspectors in 44 states. New York should be up and going by the end of the year. Massachusetts is next online, and that'll give us 46 states. The only states we don't do are Kentucky, California, Alaska, and Hawaii. The rest were already all in. But we have guys in not just cold climates and warm climates, but everything in between. Some of them are doing 30 to 40,000 profit just on these certifications through us alone. And we turn reports generally around in 12 hours, Monday through Saturday, with the last batch around 10, 11 o'clock at night, Central Standard Time. And rush orders, we don't charge extra for. Um, so, and, you know, so it's quite a bit different than what the other engineering firms are
9:30.
um,
9:30.
in that respect. And you end up making a lot more money and building a whole nother section of your business and getting more clients that way and additional work from that. Like I said, the field work takes 30 to 40 minutes. So when the client contacts you, to order it, then you just go ahead and schedule it, and then you log into our system once you've registered with us, and we send you the training manual and so forth. But then you log in and you upload the information and the pictures, and then we turn around and get the report back to you, and you get it to your client. And again, you bill your client pays you, and then when you submit your reports to us, then your credit card on file gets charged. But basically, we charge 150 for either a foundation or the addition certification. FHA requires both of those. A lot of conventional loans only want the addition. And then we charge 200 when you order both at the same time. Inspectors generally are charging around 450 for either certification and 600 when the client orders both at the same time. Most engineering firms are going to be at those prices on up to even 1,000 to 1,200. You get up into Maine, we've heard, for foundation and addition from some of the major engineering firms of close to 1,200, depending on what the additions are. So on the East Coast, you can generally get some higher fees than what the national average is, but that still leaves you $300 to $400 in profit per job. And like I said, 30 to 40 minutes of work. 30 minutes on site, 10 minutes uploading in the web portal is about all it takes. So, uh, highly profitable add-on service is really what I gotta tell you. We do have an registration fee of 150 for a company to join that's not per inspector. We did that simply because that with no skin in the game, everybody signs up and they don't do anything with it. So we wanted just a little bit in there, but you'll make that back and then some on your first certification. So, uh, questions from anybody?
Yeah, I
Yes.
have a
What
question.
kind of certifications are you talking about? I've heard everything you're saying, but I don't know what the subject is.
Permanent foundation certifications of manufactured homes. What you were
Oh,
doing,
okay.
what they were talking about at your last meeting about foundation certifications.
Okay.
How
Gotcha.
do
Now that
uh,
makes sense.
how do you uh, get involved in that?
Well, you register with us, number one, and then number two, you market to the lenders in your area, primarily realtors secondarily. Lenders are the ones who initiate that because it's a loan specific requirement. Federally backed loans, all of them have to have the foundation, FHA. You have to have foundation and addition. A lot of lenders on conventional loans are requiring at least the addition certification, and many of them now want both the foundation and addition. So, um, yeah. And the other thing with lenders, while HUD allows previous certifications to be used, most lenders uh, won't take it beyond about 3 months, maybe six. And if it's in even someone else's name, they want a new certification. I've already done one many years ago where the deal fell through. It was both certifications. The next buyer was using the same lender. He needed a whole new certification. He called me about 6 weeks later, said the deal closed. The buyer ended up selling all his other properties, paying things down so he could get better interest rates. So he was refinancing, needed another whole certification. So there's a lot of repeat business on these things too. Once they're certified, doesn't mean that's done at that point. Every loan, it needs a new one.
I've done some of these with Hyman Engineering. So how do we get in touch with you?
Yeah, the best thing to do, I don't know if you folks have my phone number, but I can give you the phone number here, and then if you text me your information, I can text you or email you the general information email that has a registration link to the registration form, and you can get the ball rolling. You can really be up and going just in a couple of days with no problem at all. But yeah, my phone number is 616-822-9070. That's 616-822-9070. That's a Grand Rapids, Michigan number. And then we have an engineer based in New York, and we have an engineer based in my business partner in Texas.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. And we're literally doing, a few thousand of these a month now, quite a few. We've taken a lot of that market throughout the country.
Hey Harold, this is Hunter. We actually talked on the phone earlier today. Been doing them for about 2 years with you guys, and it's been a great partnership.
Yeah. Well, appreciate that. And yeah, appreciate that vote of confidence and the reference there. Any other questions from anybody?
So I guess my question for you is, again, because I'm trying to understand this, what's the benefit from becoming a member with you versus marketing directly to banks without, is there an engineering certificate that you bring to the table?
Yeah, in for these certifications, they have to be signed by a structural or civil engineer, and that's what we bring to the table. When you work
Perfect.
with the other engineering firms, you make the 125 to 150, maybe $175 per job. With us, it's 300 to 400, depending on the fees you charge the client. But yeah, then you can go to banks and you can tell them that you can provide permanent foundation certifications, or what we also refer to as HUD compliant certifications of manufactured homes. They can order them directly from you. You do the field work, submit it to us. We do the engineering, do the certification, get that back to you. So it's got the engineer's stamp seal on it. And then you get our report to your client.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Is there training that you guys provide?
We have a training manual, and then we have slideshows and videos on the web portal. Most guys, 2, 3, 4 hours max, they can get through all that stuff. If you're real familiar with manufactured homes, you can get through it in 2 hours with no problem.
How do you define a manufactured home?
Manufactured home is anything built from June 15, 1976 and on. And basically, it's built according to HUD guidelines. Anything built to, or prior to June 15, 1976 was just a mobile home, wasn't built to any guidelines that were federally written or enforced. And of course, I hope everybody understands a modular home is built to not to HUD standards or HUD guidelines, but to regular building codes. And of course, with manufactured homes, there are on frame, meaning steel frame, which is most of them, but there are off frame ones, just like modular homes. Most of them are off frame, but there are a few that are on frame. But basically, it's anything that June 15, 1976 and on, that it's built in accordance with HUD guidelines.
Now, do you have your own forms that you use that you send to the inspectors?
No, you actually just log in and there's a upload form on the web portal. So wherever
Oh,
you're at,
okay.
if you've got internet service and you use your phone, your iPad, tablet, you can upload, or you wait till you get home. Real simple. But just take all your pictures and take a couple of measurements, and it's really pretty quick and simple.
Okay.
Can manufactured homes be assembled on stilts?
Yes, actually they can. We see that down along the Gulf Coast where they are, basically it's a open garage or basement underneath, or they're extra high due to floodwaters, so they don't have skirting. The piers are built differently, obviously, for obvious reasons, but yes, you can have them up high off the ground. Yeah, on our website, there is a join us link in there. And to register your company, you can go right to that rather than get the email from me. And you can speed the process up. And the online registration form, you can fill it online in a couple of minutes. It's just basic information.
So what is that domain?
It's M as in Mike, F as in Fox, D as in dog, the word home, and then certs, short for certification, and that's plural. So MFD for manufactured, homecerts.com.